The number of bodies that have been embalmed here, it's got to be in the hundreds of thousands.
If you can hear or see me, tell Ryan how many fingers I'm holding up.
3 up.
Back through here is a paranormal investigator's Disneyland.
Oh! I don't like the feeling that is in here right now.
What did it say? It said a funeral. It did? It did.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dave, something was just moving out there.
When you do see that evidence, it will change your life.
Dave, we are inside the Bell Mansion, and this place is massive.
It is. It is one of the most incredible places that we have been in a long time.
This might be one of the biggest mansions we've ever investigated.
I believe it is.
And not only built for the family that lived here for decades, but also for almost 100 years, this was a funeral home. And the remnants of that still exist to this day. And we are here with Nick, a paranormal historian here at the Bell Mansion, who's gonna give us a walkthrough and tell us a little bit about the history and the unexplained claims of activity here inside.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, welcome to the Bell Mansion, fellas.
You coming into this project and experiencing the atmosphere and energy, what was it like the first time you stepped into the Bell Mansion?
The first time I stepped in here was, and I always say it, December 19th, 2020. It was on, just walking in that back door from the garage, the energy was just unreal. It just hit you. See, our team, for the first year, was the only team that's ever investigated this building. So when I started, I think I put a video together, I don't know, sometime September-ish. At that point, we had about 110 hours of investigating here, and we had approximately 300 clips of evidence.
Because I know firsthand what I've seen, what I've experienced, you know, you just feel it here. There's just a feel that they're all around you. You know, I was a skeptic until I started seeing things, hearing things, you know, that you can't explain, and diving deeper into it. It would just be me and Nick in a room, asking questions, talking, whatever. We'd go home and I would hear other voices or other responses, and I just was like, holy crap, you know, what was that? You know, you hear sentences or phrases or words, like, oh my gosh, I know there was no one else in that room with us.
But up here on the second floor, you would have Robert Bell's personal bedroom in here. This room here, this is one of our favorite rooms, just because this is Clara Bell's room. And we are quite fond of Clara. We love telling Clara's story.
We had found out through a lot of investigating that Robert actually bought Clara, went and, you know, gave tons of money to her family to purchase her as his wife. She wasn't happy. She wasn't treated right. Robert didn't treat her right as far as having, you know, numerous mistresses and physically beating her. And I couldn't imagine the, you know, mental abuse as well. And she couldn't tell anybody. He was very well known in the community. He was very prominent, you know, and money talks, money buys, so she couldn't talk. You know what I mean? I would imagine if she wanted to literally be alive, she couldn't talk other than paint. That was her outlet.
So when they added the west side of the building in 1935, A.M. Strauss was the architect. They wanted, obviously, more room, a big showroom. Big viewing room. So this second floor, we call it a ballroom now, but this second floor, when they originally designed it, this was designed for their casket showroom. So coming back here, so if you came here to pre-plan or plan a loved one's funeral, that middle room we were just in, you would sit down with the curator or director or whatever, come in here, you would pick out your casket and stuff, and then this room here, you would come through here, and they had like vault displays. So you'd pick out what kind of vault you would want for your casket. This door would always be shut. This says private back here because back through here, is a paranormal investigator's Disneyland. So obviously you see all the, no cameras, formaldehyde, no smoking, eating, biohazard, because this was their embalming room.
It's so weird to see it on an upper floor because we're used to having embalming, funeral homes with embalming rooms in the basement.
Exactly.
There's a lot of deep emotion that have been felt here. It's a lot. Death is a lot. I mean, it's real and it's part of life, but it's life-changing, it's life-altering, it's devastating, just a lot of emotion to go through. So yes, I feel that being a funeral home for 93 years, being the only place for a while that embalmed bodies, I really feel that leads to a lot of the activity as well.
How many people do you think were embalmed or had their funeral here over the years?
Oh man, gosh, yeah, the number of bodies that have been embalmed here, it's got to be in the hundreds of thousands.
That's crazy. Have you ever felt like there's any energy or spirits attached to these artifacts in here?
Yes, this is the most active room in the house. They love the REM pods in here. We've got boatloads of videos we'll have 5 or 6 REM pods in here, and it looks like a damn, if you would like light up the ceiling, like film it looks like a rave. Because red and blue and purple and yellow and all the REM pod colors are just going crazy up here. But we've had boatloads of videos that we put on social media. They love the REM pods in here and the spirit boxes. They'll communicate with you guys. So back here is a little unique. So this is the freight elevator. So the hearse, or nowadays is most likely a minivan, is what they'll use to pick up a body or something. They'll back up into the garage, load them in the freight elevator through the garage, and immediately bring them to the second floor. And they'll wheel them into the embalming room. This back half of this house was originally all servants' quarters. And then this room here to your guys' right, my left, this was the original embalming room. So when the house was built, this was the servants' kitchen. So when William Klaehn bought the house in 26, he needed a room to embalm bodies. What's better than a room in the back of the house? It's discreet and it has plumbing in it. And then at some point, the state of Indiana said, hey, it's not a good idea to do hair and makeup in the same place that you're embalming bodies. They kind of made a law. So after that, this room is where they did hair and makeup and all that stuff.
Wow.
This is probably the most interesting place in the whole building, is the 3rd floor. And overall, this is the most active floor.
The 3rd floor feels just super active, like from the poker room back in the day, the guys' room only, you just drink, smoke, hang out, and play cards, and I feel you connect more with the nobles and the belles up on the 3rd floor.
One of the most interesting stories I have up here, I went to put the laser grid in the hallway. As I'm walking back, I heard like shuffling. So I turned around, I said, is that you? And you hear a female, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We all heard it, and we didn't know at the time if it was through the spirit box or if it was actual disembodied voice. Mm-hmm. We go back to listen through the Facebook Live, and then we realized that wasn't through the spirit box. There was no echo, no nothing to it. I mean, it was legit in the hallway replying to me, a female saying, yeah. This room is interesting because you will hear voices in this room. You'll see shadows in this room. Multiple people have got pictures of apparitions in the windows. One, they sent us, it was clearly a woman in like an old period nightgown in this window here. And you could see through her. And the only other person in the room was a woman, and she's the one that took the picture. But I'm telling you, she didn't look like the person in the window, so.
I want to know all their stories. I want to talk to them just like you and I are talking, because they're here for a reason. They either want to be here or they feel stuck. And they have every right to have their story heard just like we do.
So you have 15,000 square foot building, and every inch that is up on the 1st floor, you have the same amount in the basement. This is a very big basement. Very big basement for the time too. So down here, we got some unique stuff down here. We've got what are called body boxes. This is one of them. And this is for an infant child. If the said child would die in the hospital or at home or something, and the funeral home need to pick them up, bring them to this facility, they would transport them in a box like this. We have several located through the basement.
The baby body boxes are just tugs at your heartstrings. You know, you see fluid, we think's blood or something in these boxes.
You will see a cloaked, hooded shadow figure down here. There's a couple other new characters we found. There's a guy named Paul and a guy named Herschel. But the main character down here, and the one we really care about, well, there's two, is Bill in that room, because he was a Vietnam soldier, died in Vietnam. And the bears in this little baby box is for Samantha. Samantha likes to play hide and seek down here. Unfortunately, Samantha died in a little house fire. So she doesn't like to show herself. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. She likes white teddy bears and cherry candy. So that's why she has white teddy bears.
Okay. Well, hopefully she'll come out and
Maybe
talk
we
to
can
us.
set up some sort of device there for her to mess with around those teddy bears.
Yep.
And we can do that while we're not here, while we're gone during abandonment, and maybe she'll come out and talk to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I would tell skeptics out there to try your best to have an open mind. Try to experience it, have an open mind, and when you do see that evidence or whatever, and you know dang well you experience activity that you can't explain, it will change your life.
We're looking forward to this. We're looking forward to investigating this place and seeing what spirits are here and are ready to communicate with us. So if you're here and you're listening, we're gonna be here tonight. My name's Ryan and this is Dave, and we'd love it if you came out and talked to us. We're just here to see your house and hopefully give you an outlet to tell your story and what it was like to be here or what happened to you. So you're more than welcome to talk to us tonight. All right, Clara, we got some stuff set up here. You can use it, you can touch it, you can talk to us into that orange light there to let us know that you're here. We'd love to hear your story. You can tell us about anything. You can tell us about this beautiful house. You can tell us about the paintings that you created, your art. We'd love to know about it. And we'll be back in a little bit.
Clara, we know that you weren't always allowed to speak your mind the way that you wanted to.
Robert. Robert, you gotta let Clara speak, okay? All right, we're leaving. What just occurred proves that paranormal activity can influence the environment in which it occurs. We captured a very audible whisper. And immediately after, the EDI plus meter detects a change in the temperature and barometric pressure. If you've ever felt a sudden and unexplained drop in temperature, directly before or after a paranormal encounter, the Bell Mansion just validated your experience. We're back! Well, Dave, we are alone inside the Bell Mansion.
Yes, we are.
It's a little creepy in here.
That's what I was thinking. It is a little bit of a different vibe from when we were in here earlier, so.
It is. So we're gonna get started right here on this main level and see where it takes us. For abandonment, it seemed like the majority of the activity was on the 3rd floor, but
Not sure what that was.
hello? Sound like it was upstairs, didn't it?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Clara?
Whoa, that did sound like it was upstairs.
Clara, do you want us to come upstairs? My heart's racing a little bit for no reason. I don't know why.
Really?
My heart's racing a little bit for no reason. I don't know why.
Really? If there's anybody down here, you can follow us upstairs.
Robert, we come with the utmost respect. And I apologize if what I said earlier made you upset, but what I was trying to convey to you is that we wanted your wife to be able to speak to us and tell her story. She was very intelligent. We were also told that you can be a bit of a control freak. Whoa. We were also told that you don't like to give up control.
Whoa. Both times. Man, there is something out here in this hallway with me. We can hear you down there in Clara's room. Clara, was that true? Was Robert a control freak?
I don't feel good.
I don't either, man. I do not either.
Feeling like lightheaded.
It feels like we're on a boat.
Yeah. Clara, do you want us to come into your room?
Oh! What was that?
Scared the hell out of me.
What was it? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What? What'd you hear?
Just kind of like what we heard before. Oh! Oh!
Wait a minute. I don't know. It came from right here in this area on this door. It's important to trace the origin of any unexplained noise to make sure it doesn't have an explainable source. Even the loudest, most startling sounds may have an explanation. And hopefully, if it does, it'll occur again. So we can either debunk it or validate it as paranormal activity. You see this box in my hand right here? What if I set it down on your sofa that you like to lay on to look outside? What if I laid that right there?
Did you notice we haven't heard one sound in this room
Right.
since we came in here?
Since we stepped in here, it was like I started to walk in. There was that loud noise that scared the hell out of me. That like shook the floor.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the heating?
I mean, there's no other explanation for it. I mean, other than something paranormal, so.
Right. Right beside the door is the steam radiator used to heat this room. If these radiators become unlevel, the cooled water won't be able to fully drain back to the boiler. So when fresh steam and cooled water collide, it sounds like someone hitting the radiator with a hammer. This is the source of the loud and startling noise we heard when I entered the room.
Oh!
And very well could be the source of the loud thumping we heard from downstairs.
What?
Laughing about how hard that kicked and made me jump out of my skin when we first walked in here.
I had a perfect frame of that.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's not very often you get scared by the heating system in the house, guys. All right, so we're doing the Estus session. I'm gonna be sitting here in the poker room and we're going to see what happens because from what Nick told us, this was one of the most active rooms up here and we had some equipment alarming during the abandonment. Robert. I'm gonna be using the PSB7 for the sweep and we will see what happens.
Can you hear me?
We're scanning.
Hey, real quick, can you hear me? Okay.
That was a very clear man's voice.
And I've already got cold chills here. Okay, I'm here in the billiards room. The former billiards room. And I'm going to be asking whoever's up here with me.
After, maybe?
I'm going to be asking whoever's up here questions. Whomever is up here, can you please go to Ryan and tell him your name?
What?
Can you please go tell him your name?
That's like the same man's voice coming through for multiple words. I'm not sure what he said, though.
Passing through. Who's in the ballroom here? I can feel your presence in this room right here. What is your name? I'm going to come into the ballroom. Is that okay? Okay, I'm coming in.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What? I don't like the feeling that is in here right now. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I felt like something charged me right there.
Get him.
I don't think anybody in here wants to get somebody.
There's a very cold breeze on the back of my neck right now.
Yep. I still feel it.
Very cold.
I can confirm I am also feeling the cold air.
They're muffled voices, but I can hear a man and a woman talking to each other.
I'm trying to communicate with somebody here, but nothing's really making sense. Do you not want to communicate with us? Let's walk back into the billiards room. That was me.
Sit. Was a woman.
Oh, okay. Please come out and talk to us.
Fall.
I'm trying very hard to get something to make a direct conversation with me. There is communication happening. As far as a direct communication, I don't believe so yet. But you can feel it around you.
The bed.
The bed? What about the bed? Is there something wrong? Is somebody upset or hurt passing through? What about the bed? If you're sitting on the bed, can you make that go off right now?
No.
He's not ready.
If you can hear or see me, tell Ryan how many fingers I'm holding up.
No.
3 up.
Did he just say 3? That's weird.
As I sit in a completely different room from Dave with my eyes shut and a spirit box sweeping in my ears, someone comes through the spirit box and tells me exactly how many fingers Dave was holding up. 3 up. This may be the most intelligent response we've ever received through an Estus method spirit box session. And this is why we record the spirit box audio for you to hear with us. When we receive a direct and groundbreaking answer, we want you to hear it and know that it's the truth. 3 up.
Did he just say 3? That's weird.
But this is the last intelligent response of this session. I kept listening until the batteries in the PSP-7 died, and we were forced to make a new plan on where we'd go next. Well, there's 2 places that they said were very active that we haven't hit yet, and that's the embalming room and the basement.
Right. You want to go try one of them?
We could, unless you wanted to split up and have one of us go to the basement and one of us go to the embalming room. Might be worth a shot.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm getting started here with my solo mission in the embalming room. I'll set this over here. I'm gonna be doing a session with the mini portal, which filters out the sweeping of the spirit box to allow voices to come through more clearly. Dave is by himself downstairs.
I'm going to set up a couple of cat balls. One there and one here.
I'm gonna set this right here on the embalming table. There's a box that I just set down right here on the table. If you try and talk through it, it should be able to pick up your voice. Hello?
My name is Dave. Is there anybody down here with me? I've come down here just by myself. And I've left 2 little balls right here on the floor that you can try and move and it'll let me know that you're here. That's the only thing I brought with me because I didn't want to scare you with too many loud noises or bright lights or anything like that. Okay. I thought I just heard a girl say okay. Like a whisper. Okay. I thought I just heard a girl say okay. Okay. I thought I just heard a girl say okay. Did I just hear you say okay?
It's definitely a little creepy in here. To be standing in here by myself. It's very odd. Can you use that box that I set down on that table?
Yes.
Yep. That's great. Can you say the name of the man who was showing Dave and I around earlier? We came in. We came into this room.
My friend Ryan is up on the upper floor. He's up by the embalming room. Do you know where that is? Do you know where the embalming room is? I'm going to walk down this way. Where are you?
I'm gonna walk in this next room over here. While I'm out here, can you set off one of those lights on the table? Nick said you like to set off the lights. We come with the utmost respect. We just want to learn your story. Can you tell us? I thought I just heard footsteps back in here. Can you tell us? Can you tell us? Can you touch one of these lights? Whoa. What was that?
For me, you've passed away. You've died. And maybe for you, I've passed away. We're not really sure how it works. So that's why I'm here. I'm trying to figure out how it works. Can you tell me how it works?
If you can hear my voice here, can you answer me through the box? Because I can't hear it anymore. Did someone move in this room? There seems to be a lot of people talking, but I haven't really heard any intelligent answers to my questions yet. Are you talking to me or to each other? Do you know that I'm here trying to speak to you?
I'm going to turn on a device here that helps you communicate. You can try and speak through this. You can use this device right here in my hand to communicate with me. Can you say hello? Who built this house?
Would it be okay if I laid on this table? Whoever's here, they can hear my voice. Did you lay on this table too? Thought I heard footsteps out there. Is there someone out by the makeup room? Dave? Dave? Something was just moving out there. Whoa. Something was just moving. Are you here with me now? I heard someone walk into this room. Oh, that freaked me out. I thought Dave was getting ready to walk into this room, because that's how clearly I heard those footsteps.
What is your name?
And the bears in this little baby box is for Samantha. Samantha likes to play hide and seek down here. Unfortunately, Samantha died in a little house fire.
Was your funeral here? I don't know, you guys. I randomly just got very, very emotional all of a sudden. Is somebody here sad?
I'm gonna shut that box off here in a second. I have to meet back up with Dave. Before I go, can you say goodbye or light up those red lights that are sitting on the gurney? Man's voice just said, what? I said, can you light up those red lights that are sitting on the gurney? Wow. Thank you. Right as I was walking over to start tearing the stuff down. I appreciate that.
I just got very sad. Can you tell me why? Are you sad? Important. What's important? Do you know that you've passed away? I don't know, guys. I can't shake it. I just got this overwhelming sense of sadness. I'm sorry that you're so sad. Well, I just want you to know that you're not alone down here. I'm down here to talk to you. Nick and Angie are always here to talk to you. You don't have to be alone. And I'm sorry you feel so sad down here. I'm going to go ahead and end this session. I don't know, I can't shake this sad feeling that's down here, so I'm going to kind of let them be with themselves and just go ahead and end this session. So.
If there's someone here in this room with us, we're going to be leaving here before too long. We wanted to give you one more opportunity to show us that you're here and possibly tell your story. I'm holding a camera that will take pictures of you. If you stand right here in front of me, we'll be able to see you in the picture, in the photograph.
There's also plenty of bright red and orange lights around here that you can interact with.
Are you in here? You want to get in the picture?
Robert, are you in here? Can you show yourself in that doorway there out into the hall?
Who did I hear up here earlier when I was laying on the embalming table? I thought I heard you walking up here, walking over to the room.
I keep getting the sense that we need to make a pass with that up on the third floor.
We can. You want to leave this stuff here? And
Yeah, you want to walk up there real quick?
yeah.
I don't know, something is just, I don't know.
We're going to walk through here. While we're up here, if you don't want to show up in the photograph, you can go downstairs and touch the lights. Something just flashed really fast on the table
Really?
and disappeared very quickly. Hello? Someone playing a game of poker in here? Flip over here. Did you hear that?
I did not.
So, okay, something just appeared over here on the left. It's mapping the lamp and the desk that looks like a person, but I don't know what is being mapped over here on the right-hand side of the room.
In the corner there.
Yep, it's over here on this side. It looks like it's on the left, but it's just moved. Oh, it's moving across the room.
Whoa. What in the world?
Now it's...
Standing right there.
Can you come here? What in the hell?
Who's in here with us?
Funeral.
What did it say?
It said a funeral.
It did?
It did.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh,
It just
holy
said,
crap.
It just said a funeral.
Oh, wow.
What did you feel? Hold on, let me mute this. What did you feel?
So I'm not even joking. It felt like something went like this with like that much pressure on my arm right there as I was standing here.
This experience is probably one of the most bizarre interactions of the night. And it all occurred in the former billiards room. The same room where Nick told us another paranormal team captured the apparition of a woman in the window.
One, they sent us, I mean, it was clearly a woman in like an old period nightgown in this window here.
The same window directly beside where the strange SLS figure was showing up. It's mapping the lamp and the desk that looks like a person, but I don't know what is being mapped over here on the right-hand side of the room.
In the corner there.
Yep, it's over here on this side. It looks like it's on the left, but it's... And when I turned on the Paracom S spirit box, a clear woman's voice says the most relevant thing that can be said about the Bell Mansion.
Funeral. Funeral. Funeral.
What did it say?
It said a funeral. Is this woman telling us what brought her here? Is she one of the many whose funeral was held here between 1925 and 2018? We continue this session, but we don't receive any more responses for as long as we're on this floor.
I don't know. I don't either.
It seems like once she had given us one small piece of her story, she couldn't or didn't want to talk anymore. We want to thank anyone who came through and talked to us tonight. If we haven't gotten your message yet, we'll receive it soon. You have a lovely home. And thank you for allowing us in here. Here in a couple hours, the sun's gonna start coming up.
Yes, it is.
So, this is a fantastic place and this is a fantastic location, massive. They're just starting ghost hunts. They're just starting paranormal investigations. If you're near the state of Indiana or in the state of Indiana, you should definitely come and check out the Bell Mansion.
www.thebellmansion.com. Go on our Facebook page too. Give us a like or a follow. It's The Bell Mansion LLC. I just, again, want Clara's story to be heard, want this place to be seen, and just want to share it with the world. So thank you, truly.
As for us, the quest continues. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications because we're gonna be bringing you along for the ride to real haunted locations in search of real paranormal evidence. Also hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family, and we'll see you guys in the next video.